Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. As a stat major myself, I understand the value in data. And an analytical approach is the exact approach I took when coming up with solutions of how to make college campuses safer for those who take exposed modes of transportation. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into the numbers and the corresponding solutions I came up with. The first part of my solution is simple, and that's to make helmets mandatory for anyone who uses exposed modes of transportation on college campuses. Here, the head injury data is pretty straightforward. Take the example of cyclists in the United States, though this data can certainly be applied to any other exposed modes of transportation. A study posted in the Cochrane Review states head injuries exist as the greatest threat to cyclists in the United States, accounting for nearly 3/4 of all deaths. Okay, so we got some data. We know head injuries poses the greatest threat to cyclists, but will mandating helmets actually prove effective in preventing head injuries overall? The data seems to suggest so. A meta-analysis was conducted to answer this very question. This meta-analysis contained more than 55 studies and spanned over 2 decades. The meta-analysis results found that head injuries are reduced by 48% when using helmets, and fatal head injuries reduced by 71%. All percentages regarded as being statistically significant. Moving on to solution 2. Solution 2 attempts to prevent the crash in the first place, and that's by addressing the major issue on college campuses: driving while under the influence. It's no secret to anyone how most college students choose to spend the weekend nights. So instead of trying to limit or stop their fun altogether, let's make sure they can have fun, but in a way that doesn't impact the safety of those around them. Again, looking at the data, and this time the data was acquired by the National Library of Medicine, nearly 50% of all traffic fatalities observed among college students had one thing in common: alcohol use. Even more concerning, the age group of college students themselves are the most likely to be caught driving after drinking. The solution is to offer free ride-home programs to students on the weekends. Texas A&M, a university that has over 70,000 students, has just this program in place, and has had this program in place for nearly 25 years. One last addition I would add on to solution 2 is to encourage college campuses and universities to reach out in attempts to form partnerships with other transportation services like Uber and Lyft, possibly offering student discounts during certain times of night on certain days of the week. Overall, by first mandating the use of helmets on college premises, and then additionally providing free or affordable means of transportation as a way back home, I believe these 2 changes alone would bring massive safety improvements to those who use exposed modes of transportation on college campuses.